Welcome to the Permission Slip podcast, where I, empowerment coach, mindset expert, and holistic nutritionist Carmen share with you the tools, conversations, and resources you need to write your own permission slip, take massive action, and become obsessed with your own life. Let's get started.
So if I had $1, maybe even a quarter for each time someone has asked me, Carmen, what is your favorite fill in the blank? So workout, business platform, beauty, food, whatever, collagen powder, whatever it is, I would be really, really rich. So I thought, let's just talk about all my favorites. And without further ado, we'll just dive right in. I want to dive right into something that has not always been a favorite of mine. And maybe it's not a favorite for you as well, but it's such a favorite to me now. And that is signing up for subscriptions for products that I use all the time. Now, I thought about this prior to the podcast, and I really think that I had an aversion to signing up for subscriptions because I wanted to control things. And part of that control was this fear or this scarcity mentality that I was having. Oops, let's start over. I realized I wasn't talking into my mic. So here we go. So if I had $1 for every time that someone asked me, Carmen, what is your favorite? All of those questions, I would be a very, very wealthier than I already am, right? Because wealth is not only monetarily driven, but today I thought that would be so fun to talk about on the podcast all of my current favorites. So without further ado, we are just going to dive right into all of my current favorites. And I want to start with one that's not always been my favorite, and that is subscriptions. Maybe you're like me. I sat down before this podcast and I thought about, why did I have such an aversion to subscriptions in the past? And as I thought about this idea of why I didn't sign up for subscriptions in the past, it really came to me that I think that was rooted a little bit in fear. Part of my scarcity mentality or lack mentality that I had to work for to have a more abundance mindset, I wasn't in control necessarily of the subscription. It was just happening automatically. So I didn't want to sign up for that. Isn't that interesting though? How sometimes those limiting beliefs and fears lead us to make certain decisions where we could be saving money and most of all saving time, because subscriptions are the shit. Come on, we all want subscriptions. So here are my favorite subscriptions, and I'm not saying to go ahead and sign up for everything, right? These are just the things that I use and love pretty much on a daily basis. Other things, if I'm not using it on a daily basis, I am not going to sign up for subscriptions. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be able to see some of the products that I show and the examples. And so if you're not watching on YouTube, you can head on over to the YouTube channel at Carmen and you can see all of my favorite products in real life. So I want to start with the superfood brand that I use, and the subscription I have set up is every 60 days. Because while these packages I'm going to show you, like this one of the Cacao Magic, which is a superfood blend of cacao powder, hemp seeds, cacao nibs, maca root powder, which is really hormone balancing, mesquite seed powder, vanilla bean powder, chia seeds, and reishi mushrooms. It looks small. I usually use around a tablespoon or so per day. And so there's over 32 servings in here. And so I usually only sign up for every 60 days or so with some of these, because I end up, with travel and that sort of thing, I'm not using it every single day, but every single day that I'm home. So I sign up for the Cacao Magic from Philosophy brand. So you are going to love that. If you've never really had cacao before, that is the best kind. I also like this new butterfly boost that they have. It gives everything, such my chia seed bowls, in my coffee even. The butterfly boost is my favorite, is for things like baked goods and my oatmeal bowls. Green Dream now, this is one that I just brought back. And it was when Joel and I were doing the Daniel fast, I started sprinkling it again on my breakfast salads, which is just like salad with sauteed vegetables. And when we're not on the Daniel fast, of course, I would add eggs to that too. But I started sprinkling that on there again. And this is adding spirulina, again, maca, mesquite, hemp, chia seeds. It is so good. And it's so interesting how by adding that to smoothies, soups, or even salads and your eggs, like it adds this flavor like it's none other. And then lastly, you all know I've been using sunshine drops from Philosophy, which is chlorophyll and mint essential oil. And I've been putting that in my water. My go-to AM ritual is the sunshine drops with 20 ounces of water and lemon while I'm doing my morning ritual, which is brushing, flossing my teeth, coconut oiling my whole body, and putting some skin oil on my face and doing some facial massage. And I have my water during that time before coffee. So I've been doing that for years and years. And that chlorophyll really helps my skin glow. It helps with my digestion and my energy. Sometimes I'll just drink it again in the afternoon. If I don't want to have coffee, but I want to have like that natural boost of energy, I'll combine that with a walk and it works every single time without the crash. So that's my first subscription. I do those about every 60 days. My second subscription, you've also heard me talk about this. I use this every day, usually once in the morning and once in the afternoon. It is Ultima Replenisher. And sometimes I even make my mocktails at night with it. So it's an electrolyte powder because most of us are getting into drinking water, but we're not having the right balance of sodium and minerals in our body. And this is what really helps replenish that. So right now we're loving the raspberry. Usually I have the lemon, and then I always have the mocktails too. My favorite mocktail right now flavor is pina colada. And I do the Ultima every 60 days because I do a big order for the Ultima each time that I do it. As far as coffee goes, that's also on subscription. The big bag of Flow medium roast coffee from Purity Coffee, who has such high standards. It's organic coffee. And I do that about every 45 days, but it's really great because I get a text message and an email from them saying, like, hey, your coffee subscription is going to renew. Do you want to change it? And we just kind of look in the cupboard. Have we been drinking a lot, drinking a little? Do we want to delay it? Have we been traveling a lot? So we haven't been home drinking the coffee. So I love that. And two last subscription are more of supplements. So the first is new to me, and it's something that I am trying out. And that is these cell and immunity boosting gummies from Soursop Nutrition. And I am actually loving these. So I was looking into the benefits of the Soursop fruit, and it is so rare and high in antioxidants. And it is so great for cell regeneration and boosting your immunity. And they're just really, really fun to eat. And don't worry, you can get all of these links for every single thing that I'm talking about. So let's talk about that now, and I'll share again at the end. But if you DM me the word fave, so FAVE, or if you text me the word fave to 503 386 2981, I will send you this whole entire list with all the live links so you can sign up for the subscriptions or even just try out the products, because not everything I'm going to share with you today is a subscription. But this soursop, and one of the things that's big, for me, is it's only real ingredients and no sugar added. So that's important. Now, many of you know a couple of years ago, I went through this whole situation where my hormones, my sex hormones were really, really out of balance, causing me to gain weight, causing me to feel really, really fatigued. And so something that I did is I studied and researched under Dr. Stephanie Estima, and I got a female hormone certification. But I say all that to say is part of that certification is I put myself through a diet and a supplement protocol that really helped rebalance and get things back to where they needed to be. And these three supplements I have on subscription from Pure Encapsulation, and they are three of the supplements. Now, I'm not saying if you feel like your hormones are unbalanced, like to take these supplements, because you want to get the right testing. If you need some connections, I could connect you with my friend, Dr. Laura, who specializes in that. just shoot me a DM and let me know. I'm happy to do that. But these are the three that really, really helped me. The first one is NAC, and I take 600 milligrams of that per day. Zinc, I take 30 per day. And then a Vitex, also known as chase tree berry, 225 milligrams a day. So all three of these I have on subscription, and it's important for them to be on subscription because I want to keep my hormones balanced, because how I felt when I was not balanced was not good. And so that is really, really helpful for me. So that is the first thing that I'm loving, is subscriptions for the things that I use every single day. Yeah, like I said, I had to get past a little bit of that mindset work to understand, like, hey, your old scarcity mindset that you had was keeping you from saving time and saving money. Sign up for those dang subscriptions, Carmen. So interesting when I thought about that. Now let's go into some of my favorite workout items. I have had these items for I don't even know how many years, and they fit right into my suitcase. The first one is a good old fashioned jump rope. So there are like fancy jump ropes out there that you can get. This one, oh dang, can I even see what the brand is? I don't know, but I know I bought it on Amazon and it was about like $4. But I love this jump rope. It is amazing. Jump rope is such a good cardiovascular workout. I take it everywhere I go. So if you don't have access to a gym, or maybe it's crappy outside, you can just jump rope. Maybe your whole circuit is some air squats, some reverse lunges, some jumping rope, and some core work. I mean, that would be wonderful and fabulous. The next thing are these bands. So there's three of them: heavy as shit, medium, and light. So I use the pink one, the light one, a lot for arms and like shoulders and things. The medium one for legs, and this heavy one for glutes and legs too. And the brand is Booty Queen bands. And that was from, it was actually, she was on Shark Tank, but she is an old female fitness competitor. And I don't mean old by age, but she was a fitness competitor. I don't think that she's doing it anymore, but her name is Amanda Latona, and she's just an amazing faith-filled individual. And these bands are the thing, because she was always coined Booty Queen. She has the best booty. And I've had these bands, I don't even know, I'm going to guess like 6 years, but I'm uncertain, but they are the best. I hope I can find the link for you. So that is my workout. So far we've got subscription, my go-to work, and I use these things even here when I'm home, because I add them as a complement to my weight training and the things that I'm doing also in the gym. Okay, up next, I want to talk about right now the three things that are really, really my go-to business business platforms that I'm using, that I find give me a lot of time back as a CEO, as a business owner. And those three things are Asana, Flowdesk, and ManyChat. One of the things that I coach on in our coaching academy when we're talking about connecting with our ideal audience is the idea that I really want people to build relationships, not just sell them a product or sell somebody a service and have a transaction. It's building relationships. Just like I want to do with this podcast, I want you to feel like I hear you, I see you. So I want to hear from you too. If there's something that you want to hear about that I'm not talking about, let me know and we'll bring it to the podcast. So Asana is my project management software that I use. All of my team is on there, from my newest employee, Teresa, who I'm calling my optimizer. So she's my integrator, my chief operations officer. She does all things to like optimize everything. And so she's on there making sure that everything's rocking and rolling. And then our digital assistant, our VA, our biz bestie, Luisa's on there, our podcast editor. People that come in and help us with our launches, our launch strategists and copywriters, they can come in and be assigned tasks. It's just such an amazing way to be organized. One of the boards that we have that I really love is ideas, because I have so many ideas that I come up with. So I put ideas, I put all the details there. And so it's saved in one central location. If you have got a great idea and then you've forgotten it or forgotten the details, This way I can hop right on my phone, even if I'm out and about, maybe on one of my God walks. And, I hear like, Carmen, you do this, try this. And I'll put that in my Asana board and it's never forgotten. It's also a way to organize work and put deadlines to work and communicate. And it is so, so, so effective. The next thing is Flowdesk, and that is the CRM and email management that I use. I know many of you use that. I love it because it's simple to use. Anybody can use it. It has such a great value. And it helps me connect with all of you more by allowing me to set up emails in advance, allowing me to schedule things, allowing me to set up automations when I have something that I want to add value to in your life. Maybe it's a program or service that you're signing up for. So, for example, I love this quiz that we created a couple of years ago. It's a superpower quiz. So it really tells you what your superpowers are. And I'm able to set that up. So no matter, and based on your specific answers for you, I'm able to set it up and tell you, are you a cheerleader? Are you a nurturer? Are you a challenger? What is your superpower? And email that personally to you. But I don't have to do it manually. And it makes it so nice because you get that added touch, that added value. And I don't have to do that manually for everyone, which is really awesome. Or all of our programs. So, for example, for our Life and Leadership Coaching Institute, we have everything set up at the beginning of the program. So, for the 16 weeks, all of the reminder emails, all of the weekly work that we're doing, all of the weekly podcasts and workbooks and reminders for all of the group calls. Those are all set up in advance. And so I don't have to think about anything. The team doesn't have to think about anything. We just get to show up and serve and connect with the amazing individuals that are in the academy. And that makes it so nice because just think about if you're having to do all the emails and all the work at the same time. Flowdesk really saves us on that. And they have some new features too that I haven't really taken advantage of, but it's such a value for that. And lastly, the last business platform that I'm really maximizing right now to make sure that I'm connecting with as many of you as I can is ManyChat. So ManyChat is a platform that will automatically send you something of value that you want based on what you comment to me. So you've probably seen this before, and maybe some of you are using it. But let's say I wanted to give you a free worksheet, or I wanted to direct you to this podcast. And I posted, oh my gosh, today we did such a fun podcast of all of my favorite things. If you want to hear it, I'll send you the link. Comment the word fave in the comments or DM me the word fave. And once you do that, what happens is that I've already preloaded in ManyChat this episode. Well, let's be real. It's not me. Teresa's doing this, and I love her and thank her for that. But we've come up with this so we can add as much value as we can to you and having time back in our life because we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to serve you. So you say fave, and then we instantly send you that DM with the link, and you could listen to this podcast. So those are the three things in business that I am absolutely loving right now. And let's move on to beauty. So the beauty products that I am obsessed with and I am loving right now are some of my beauty products from Skin Owl. This is on reorder. It should be coming anytime. It's the Sweet Almond Body Slip. And so I love this. I use this as a daily moisturizer, and it's not heavy, but it absorbs into the skin. We met with the founder of Skin Owl, Annie, at one of our last retreats last year and learned from her. And she was sharing with us that the ingredients in here, the almond oil, actually absorb better in your skin than like coconut oil that kind of stays topically and you're kind of greasy, that sort of thing. And then this one is lemongrass dew. It is this refreshing mist spray that leaves your skin so dewy, but I like to do it in like a ritualistic form. So before I'm going to get started for my day and I have my makeup on and I'm feeling really good, I'll spray it and then I'll get into like a high vibe energy state. And so it's just really so fun. Another thing that I order from there is this mango honey lip gloss. Ladies, come on. Do you know what's in your lip gloss? It's usually not good stuff that are hormone disruptors. And then I have skin oil. I didn't bring that here to show you if you're watching on YouTube, but those are my favorite beauty products right now that just leave my skin soft, subtle, glowing, because I don't want to have that cakey look with my makeup. And so part of the oil that I use is I use it and mix it with the foundation that I use. So my skin like has that glowy look all day long, and it is just wonderful. Again, if you want the list for all of these favorites, you can DM me the word fave, Fave. And I don't think that's a word. I think it's like a slang. I don't know. Somebody look it up in the Urban Dictionary and let me know. Or you can text me the word fave to 503-386-2981, and I will text you this whole list. There's only a few more things. There's some random things and on the go foods. So let's go to on the go foods because hello, how many times do you ask me this? Many of you know I started my business and my company as a holistic nutritionist. And so I love all things food. And I owned my own ready to eat food company. We started that, bootstrapped that from the ground up, and ended up selling it back in Oregon. Such a great experience and challenging, let me tell you. Okay, first thing on the go foods, Trader Joe's wild caught sardines in water. I know you're like, Carmen, canned sardines. Okay, first of all, these are full of healthy fats and protein. And really, if you've never tried sardines before, they're actually pretty good. So here's what I would suggest if you haven't tried them before is to heat them up with a little bit of olive oil, or actually I use avocado oil cooking spray. Season them a little bit with salt, pepper, a little red pepper flake, and put them on your salad just to try them out. And I probably wouldn't suggest like bringing them on the airplane. They are kind of stinky, but it's something quick where you can get healthy fats, healthy protein. That's what we need. The next thing that I love, this is my forever favorite nut butter. It is Nutso. It is the crunchy power fuel. Now, here's the thing why I love it. It's a mix of cashews, almonds, Brazil nuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, hazelnuts, pumpkin seeds, and a little bit of sea salt. Come on now. I also love that it's a female owned company and they have a give back component to their brand. So if you see this on the shelf, you need to buy it ASAP. The flavor is so good. They even have some bars. I didn't have any with me, but those are delicious as well. Okay, my next go-to thing is also from Trader Joe's. As you know, we live in South Beach and Miami Beach, so we walk everywhere and we often walk to Trader Joe's. It's right up the street. So Trader Joe's wild caught Alaskan pink salmon. I ate this whole can in one sitting. It says there's 2 servings, but just eat the whole thing. So if you eat the whole thing, it's 3 grams of fat and it's 32 grams of protein. There's healthy fat in here, such great protein. Again, you can put it with eggs on salad. You could just eat it plain. You could make a little salmon cake out of it if you actually have the time. Last 2 go-to foods. This one is a hack, I would say. So you can buy those 100-calorie pistachio snack bags, but you're buying and paying for convenience. So what we did when we went on our last trip is we bought the big ass bag of pistachios, shelled pistachios, because it's fun to unshell the pistachios. Don't buy shelled pistachios. The experience is part of it, being enjoyment of it. And then I separated them out in these little snack type bags. Isn't that cute if you're looking on YouTube? So pistachios in snack type servings. And my last go-to food, these snack bars, Thunderbird bars. This is one of their new flavors, chili pepita pineapple. Oh my gosh, it is delicious. So here's the ingredients and here's why I love these bars. These bars I actually found when I owned Authentic Meals, my ready to eat food company back in Oregon, and I would buy them at wholesale and sell them because I couldn't find them anywhere at that time. And they were one of the only bars with just real fruit. Dates, pineapple, cashews, pepitas, almonds, Himalayan sea salt, water, and cayenne. Come on now. And they are so, so delicious. So if you're on the go and you want something like before your workout, such a great option here because it does have a good amount of carbohydrates right there for you. Okay, we're almost to the end. I know this is a long one, but I hope you're going to find some new favorites that are going to really amplify your life, your health, your relationships. Maybe this is going to give you some more focused brain power so you can work in that flow state and it'll really amplify your business and your career too. So now just some random things. First, this hat. It's like a floppy hat, this floppy wide brimmed hat from Amazon. You've probably seen me wear it before. I have a white one too, but it is amazing. I want to say it's only around $25. So the investment isn't like investing into a nice like hat that you have to have in a hat box. It's okay to take this one to the beach and wear it around, do all the things. You will love it. Many of you know that I didn't wear shorts for a long time. I always said that I hated my legs. But I love shorts. Now that I live in Miami Beach, I wear shorts all the time. These new running shorts from Amazon, they do have the liner underneath. They don't ride up, they don't fall down. They have one side zipper pocket that you can put things in that actually goes to the back. So if you're running, it's not like hitting on your leg the whole time because of how the pocket is, but these are the best. You want to make sure and get this list because you're going to want these shorts. So DM me or text me the word fave, FAVE, and you can text me at 503-386-2981. Okay, what is left on our list? Card decks. You know, I love using card decks for motivation, for inspiration, to get a hit of creativity in my writing or guidance. This is my all-time favorite one, Spirit Junkie. I actually use this one in one of my keynotes. And it's really, really special. So the keynote I use this in is Power of the Ass. And everybody is blown away every time they get their card, but it's by Gabrielle Bernstein. It's one of her first books is Spirit Junkie, one of her ones that isn't really heard about, but that's one of my favorite card decks. Oh, one more thing. One more thing that brings me so much joy each and every day. And all these things are things that I enjoy and allow me to have more presence in my everyday life. And if I have more presence in my everyday life, then I can experience more. I can feel all the feels, the challenges, the blessings, the joyful moments, and everything. And it is these mugs. So these handmade mugs that are made in Tulum, and I bought them at a resort called Holistica, and I actually ordered some online as well. This one says abundance in Spanish and has little eyes on it. And I love drinking out of it and just remembering that I am so abundant. And this one is really cute. I got this on my book writing trip last time, and it says, I am open to, and it has this cute little hand, which I broke off on my travels, but I have conveniently glued it back on. So it's still on there. And it has this cute face and a heart because we all know a heart is my symbol. So these mugs just make me so happy and remind me of so much joy and just being present. And so that is it. These are all of my favorites that I am loving right now. Subscriptions, my go-to workout, even on travel, my business favorites, my go-to on the go foods, my beauty favorites, and just a few random things that I know will just amplify joy in your life. So I want to hear from you. What are you going to try out? Maybe one of these favorites are your favorites too. I definitely want to hear from you. And if you want this whole list, make sure to DM me the word fave, FAVE, or you can text me at 503-386 2981, the word fave, and I will send you over the list. I can't wait for you to try out all of these things. And as always, I'm so grateful for you listening. If you think someone that you love would love this episode, feel free to share it with them, text it to them, or share it on your Instagram stories. And be sure to tag me at Carmen Olin. Okay, until next week, have a beautiful, blessed day.